My name is Lina. I am 32 years old. I live in a small apartment in the city. The rooms feel empty most days. The silence is heavy. I feel lonely. My heart carries a quiet ache I cannot shake. My husband left 3 years ago. He promised he would come back. He never did. I am still holding on to that promise, though I know I shouldn't. I work as a librarian. Books surround me, but they do not speak. People pass by, smiling, laughing, but I remain invisible. I feel tired of waiting, tired of hoping. My friends often tell me to forget him. They do not understand that forgetting is impossible. Every corner of my apartment reminds me of him, his old mug in the kitchen, the faded blanket he loved, the tiny plant on the windowsill we planted together. One cold evening, while I was closing the library, I saw a man struggling with his bags outside. The wind was harsh, and he seemed lost. His name was Armin. He looked around, confused. Something in his eyes reminded me of trust one once had, long ago. I hesitated but went outside. "Do you need help?" I asked softly. He looked at me and nodded. His voice was gentle. "Yes, thank you." We walked together slowly. He carried his bags while I held my scarf tighter around my neck. We talked about small things, weather, the streets, how hard it is to find a good tea shop in the city. His presence was quiet, calm. I did not expect to feel warmth, but I did. For the first time in years, my heart felt a small flutter. The days passed. Armin became a regular part of my life. He would visit the library, sit quietly beside me, and sometimes read aloud to the old patrons who came in. We shared small meals, talked about our childhoods, our favorite books, the dreams we had abandoned. His hand brushed mine once, and I felt the cold emptiness inside me slowly soften. "You are not alone," he whispered one evening, as we watched the sunset from the library roof. I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust again. One rainy night, Armin invited me to his apartment. I hesitated but agreed. He made tea. We talked for hours, about nothing and everything. I laughed for the first time in months. My chest felt lighter. "Lina," he said, "I will always be here for you. I promise." I closed my eyes and let the words sink into my heart. It felt like healing. I almost forgot the man who had left me behind. Then, the letters came. At first, I ignored them. Old handwriting on yellowed paper. They were from him, my husband, the one who had left. He had been living far away, sending letters I never noticed. Letters full of apologies and excuses. He begged for my forgiveness. My heart ached. All the warmth I had felt with Armin began to tremble. Could I trust anyone again? Could I even trust myself? I confronted Armin the next day. "I can't. I don't know what to do," I whispered, tears falling. I thought you were different." He held me gently. "Lina, love cannot be forced. You must choose for yourself. Not for me, not for him. Only you." His voice shook as he spoke. I felt a storm inside me. Confusion, heartbreak, longing, all mixed together. Days became nights. I could not sleep. I read the letters again and again. Each word was a knife, yet a memory. I remembered our promises, our laughter, the life we almost had. And I remembered Armin's gentle touch, his quiet patience. I realized that I had been clinging to a shadow, hoping it would become real again. The man who left me had forgotten his promise, but Armin had not. Finally, I went to the rooftop of the library. The wind was cold. My eyes were wet. I held the letters in my hand and let them fly into the night. I whispered to the sky, "I forgive, but I will not return." The papers danced with the wind and disappeared. A weight lifted from my chest. I felt both sorrow and relief. Armin waited for me below. I descended slowly. "Are you ready?" he asked. I nodded. His hand found mine, warm and steady. I did not know what the future held, but I knew I could start again. With him, with myself. I realized that love is not only about promises. It is about presence, trust, and patience. We walked back into the city. The streets were wet, but the lights reflected beautifully on the puddles. I felt small, but alive. I had been broken, yet I could heal. And though the memory of a forgotten promise lingered, I had found a new one I could believe in, one I could hold on to. The night was quiet, but not empty. I felt hope for the first time in years.